In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the first type of asexual reproduction, that is agamospermy. Now, today we will take up another type of this asexual reproduction, which is the characteristic of higher plants, that is angiosperms, which we call as vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction in plants. This vegetative propagation, it is the process of reproduction, or it is the type of reproduction in which any vegetative part of a plant, that is root, stem, leaf or a bud, functions as a propagule and develops into a new plant if it gets suitable conditions. And we can say it is the type of reproduction, rather asexual reproduction, in which any vegetative part of a plant, that is root, stem, leaf or a bud, functions as a propagule and develops into a new plant if it gets suitable conditions. That means we have two types of asexual reproduction, that is agamospermy and vegetative propagation. In agamosperm, mostly the specialized part, that is flower, takes part in vegetative propagation, whereas in vegetative propagation, non-specialized part, that is a vegetative part. A vegetative part is either a root, stem, leaf or a bud, which have vegetative function. These parts, that is root, stem, leaf or a bud, functions as a propagule and develops into a new plant if it gets suitable conditions. In lower plants, this vegetative propagation takes place by binary fission, budding, fragmentation, gemmy formation, resting buds, spores, etc. In the lower plants here means algae, some bryophytes, even some pteridophytes. They reproduce by binary fission, budding, fragmentation, gemmy formation, as we have seen in case of lower bryophytes, that is liverworts, resting buds and spores. But in higher plants, that is flowering plants, which we are dealing with, this vegetative propagation takes place through roots, stem, leaves and buds. And in these parts, that is roots, stem, leaves and buds, they can take part in vegetative propagation if they get a suitable condition, if they get favorable conditions to develop. They act as propagules and develop into new plants. Now this vegetative propagation, it has been further divided, it has been further classified into two methods: natural methods or natural method of vegetative propagation and artificial or man-made. Even we call it as horticultural method of vegetative propagation. As the name indicates, natural, and which takes place by itself, by nature, man has no role to play in this method of vegetative propagation. And artificial means man-made, that is, it is completely developed by man So we call it artificial or man-made method of vegetative propagation. Now directly we will take up natural method of vegetative propagation. In natural method of vegetative propagation, any vegetative part that is root, stem, leaf, or a bud, it gets developed, it gets detached from the parent plant body and develops into an independent plant under suitable conditions. And if naturally any part that is root, stem, leaf, or a bud, if it gets detached from the parent plant body and if it gets suitable conditions naturally, the suitable conditions are produced naturally, man has no rule. If it gets suitable conditions, it develops into a new plant. This method is called a natural method of vegetative propagation. Now this natural method of vegetative propagation, it has further 4 types. That is natural vegetative propagation by roots, natural vegetative propagation by stems, by leaves or leaves, and by buds. What we call as reproductive organs or buds. Now let us take first that is natural vegetative propagation by roots. Generally roots of some plants like dahlia, sweet potato, and asparagus. In NEET exam mostly examples are asked. In some plants like dahlia, sweet potato, and asparagus, roots being underground, develop buds, adventitious buds. These roots which develop adventitious buds, if they get suitable conditions, they produce a leafy shoot above the ground, that is on the above side or above the ground, and an adventitious root at the base. And this adventitious bud developed by the underground root, it produces a leafy shoot on the above side, on the above ground, and an adventitious root at the base. This develops into a new plant. Thus develops into a new plant. Its current new plant banawa. Naturally, in some plants like poplar, shisham, these plants develop adventitious buds on their roots, especially when their aerial buds are cut, when their aerial bud bearing parts, that is shoot, it is removed. Kashir pait vano yelis phras chata chh atu stalkan god roz ash, that is a root, and that root by this part, it develops, it contains buds. These buds after some time, if they get suitable condition, they develop into new plants. And naturally these basal parts of these poplar trees, if they get suitable conditions, they develop into new plants. Now second type, that is vegetative propagation by stems. Some modified stems like runners, stolons, rhizomes, etc. These are underground. These stems are generally underground, like we have seen bulb, tuber, rhizome, corm, etc. They possess buds. They possess buds, and these buds, if they get suitable conditions, they develop into new plants. And they naturally develop into new plants without any involvement by man, any by nature. If they get suitable conditions in the soil, they develop into new plants. Now another method, that is vegetative propagation by leaves. Some plants possess adventitious buds on their leaves, as we have seen in case of Bryophyllum. Bryophyllum is a plant. Atim leaves, the notched margins of leaves possess adventitious buds. These buds, if they get suitable conditions, they produce leafy shoot on the above side and root on the lower side. And once they get detached from the plant body, they develop, if they get suitable conditions, they produce a new plant. And in this way, a leaf can also produce a new plant naturally. This is generally not found in any plant except this phylum, this Bryophyllum. This Bryophyllum, its leaf margins, they develop certain buds, adventitious buds. These buds develop into new plants if they get suitable condition. Now the fourth type is that vegetative propagation by buds, or vegetative propagation, we also call them as reproductive organs. This we also call as vegetative propagation by turions and bulbils. Bulbils and turions, or turions and bulbils. In some plants, such as in some terrestrial plants such as agave and pineapple, floral buds, which normally produce flowers, these floral buds become modified into special structures called bulbils. And these floral buds in these vegetative plants, in these terrestrial plants like agave and pineapple, they become modified into specialized structures called bulbils. These fleshy buds get detached from the parent plant body and grow into new plants. And these bulbils, which are special, these floral buds, they get detached from the parent plant body and land on the soil. If they get suitable conditions, these bulbils, these buds develop into new individual plants. Similarly, in some aquatic plants like Potamogeton and Utricularia, some special fleshy buds called turions. And in some aquatic plants, some special fleshy buds called turions, when they fall on the surface of the water, if they get suitable conditions, they develop into new plants. And thus act as a means of vegetative propagation. And these turions, which are the special reproductive buds, when they fall from the plant and when they got detached from the parent plant and fall on the surface of the water, if they get suitable conditions, they develop into new plants, thus act as a means of vegetative propagation. That means the special vegetative buds or floral buds which take part in vegetative propagation, natural vegetative propagation in land plants or in terrestrial plants, they are called bulbulars, while as the special birds which take part in vegetative propagation in aquatic plants, they are called turians. That is why we also call it as vegetative propagation by bulbulars and turians. This is all about vegetative propagation, natural vegetative propagation in flowering plants. Thank you.